What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG in this black toe colorway. So this is a highly anticipated general release version of the Air Jordan 1, which is slated to drop on August 4th for a price of $140 US, which is the equivalent to roughly 190 Canadian dollars. The official colorway for this shoe is white, black, and varsity red, and this of course is the low-cut version of the original Air Jordan 1 black toe colorway. So throughout the past little while, we've seen a decrease in demand for the Air Jordan 1 High, but conversely the demand for the Air Jordan 1 Low has become higher, so we're seeing a lot of sneakerheads prefer to wear low top versions of the Jordan 1 versus the mid or high top counterparts. So because of that, I have no doubts that this colorway is going to be very highly anticipated, but the good thing is they're going to be stocked at most sneaker boutiques, and fingers crossed, hopefully they're going to be releasing at my favorite boutique, The Closet Inc. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, The Closet Inc. is independently owned and operated based right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. So I'll link their website, their social media, all that good stuff down below, so be sure to check them out, support the independent shops, and tell them that I sent you. As far as the shoe goes, so this is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG silhouette, and for the most part the shoe is crafted entirely out of leather. So on the toolbox you can see we have this white colored leather, and just like any other Air Jordan 1, we have this perforated finish to it, and I have to say the quality of this leather felt pretty nice. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this nicely tumbled black colored leather, which has a bit of a shiny look to it. And this leather, just like the white leather, I was very impressed with. It felt like a nice genuine cut of leather, and has this nice softness to it when you run your fingers across it. So this same black leather covers the eyelets of the shoe, and then beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that same white leather that we saw on the toe box. And then stitched on top of this we have a black Nike swoosh, but one thing to note is the leather used on this swoosh is different from the leather used on the toe box. So this leather has more of a matte finish to it, and it doesn't have that same soft feel that the leather on the toe box has. Moving downwards, we have a varsity red colored leather which surrounds the entire heel of the shoe. And just like the black swoosh, the leather used here also has more of a matte finish to it, and it definitely doesn't feel as premium as the white and the black leather. Pressed onto the top in the center, we have the Air Jordan Wings logo, which is pressed on in black. As far as the laces go, so these come with two different lace options. The one that I prefer are a flat style lace in black, but they also give you a flat style red lace as well. And honestly, both laces look really nice, and I've seen some people swap on a white or a cream colored lace as well, and I think any of those colorways work really well on this shoe. Underneath this, just like most Jordan 1 Low OGs, we have this very thin nylon tongue which is done in black, and then we have this woven tag on the top with Nike Air branding in red. The interior of the shoe is lined in a black colored mesh-like material, and just like most Jordan 1 Low OGs, it's pretty thinly padded here as well. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a polyurethane lined insole. It's covered in this white colored finish on top, and we have Nike Air branding stamped on the heel in black. So the upper of the Air Jordan 1 Low sits atop this solid rubber cup sole, which is entirely painted in white. Encased within this midsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air technology for cushioning and impact protection. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so this outsole is constructed out of a red colored rubber, and this is the exact same outsole like any other Air Jordan 1 would be done in. So we have that same circular pivot point on the forefoot, along with this cutout in the middle with Nike branding in the center. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these black toe Jordan 1 Lows. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other Air Jordan 1 Low OGs. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I usually wear a size 10 in the Air Jordan 1 High, and personally for me I also stick with a size 10 for the low top counterparts. I know there's people out there that feel that the Jordan 1 Low OG is a little bit more roomy compared to a high top, so because of that, some people opt to go a half size down. So if that's something you normally do, then I would recommend just doing the exact same thing for this colorway as well. But if you've never worn a Jordan 1 Low OG before, simply put, if you have more of a narrow or normal width foot and you like more of that snug one-to-one fit, then I feel like you could go a half size down. Otherwise, sticking true to size is perfectly fine if you don't want to risk it. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Air Jordan 1. Because this is a low top, obviously you're going to have more mobility and freedom in the ankle area, and it probably makes this an easier shoe to wear in the hot summer months. But aside from that though, the underfoot feeling is identical, feels pretty firm, flat, and low to the ground, and there's not too much from a softness and cushioning standpoint, which some people prefer, but if you're looking for something really pillowy with a lot of cushioning, then this is not a great shoe for you. But for me personally, for an everyday casual use shoe, Jordan 1s are perfectly fine. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality was a bit of a mixed bag. Like I mentioned earlier in the review, the white leather used on the toe box and the side panels, as well as the black leather surrounding the front toe cap, as well as covering the eyelets, this felt very nice quality, and it was definitely above average as far as Jordan brand quality goes. However, Jordan brand for some unknown reason decided to give us different cuts of leather on the swoosh and the heel. So the leathers used on these portions, they didn't wow me whatsoever. It didn't feel like the greatest cut of leather, so it's really strange how the front half of the shoe feels a lot more premium, whereas the back half, it feels a lot more synthetic to the touch. But from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought my pair was pretty flawless. The stitch job was really nice, the paint job was good, no significant glue stains that I can see, and most importantly, my left foot and the right foot lined up and were pretty identical. So I'm pretty happy with how these turned out, and if you're able to grab these for retail, I think most people will be pretty pleased as well. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. When it comes to Air Jordan 1s, even though it's kind of lost a lot of the hype and the luster surrounding the silhouette, when it comes to OG colorways, I think it's a safe bet that they're going to sell pretty well. So even though the black toes originally released as a high top, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning, I feel like low top Jordan 1s are a lot more popular these days. So that's why I think this shoe will sell really well on the release day. It's an OG colorway, the materials for the most part are really nice, and being a low top, it's going to be a very solid shoe option to wear in the summer. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this black toe Air Jordan 1 low, and leave a comment down below if you plan on copying these, if this colorway and this shoe is not really your thing. However you feel, let's talk about it down below. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way. Good luck for those trying to cop these in August, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.